Shalom from the National Council of Young Israel here at our headquarters in Paramus, New Jersey. We are happy to launch our newest program under the guidance of our new board of directors called 4 Minutes of Torah. Each and every week, you'll be introduced to a new Rav within the Young Israel movement who will share with you words of Torah. With that very happy introduction, let us begin.
Hi, this is Nachi Klein, Rabbi of Young Israel of Northridge, in Northridge, California, a suburb of Los Angeles. I want to share with you an amazing idea from Rabbi Dessler about Rosh Hashanah that can really help us understand what our tefillas are actually all about. It's a famous Gemara in Rosh Hashanah that tells us, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Imru lefanai, Malchios, Zichronos, and Shofar. Say before me the verses, the psukim of Malchios, of kingship, the psukim, the verses of Zichronos, and the verses of Shofaros. And the Gemara goes on to explain why. Malchios, why say these? So that I should be able to rule over you. Zichronos, why? So that your remembrance should be elevated for good. And the Gemara says, shofar. Yes, we'll say the shofar's blessed words, the psukim, but how will we do? We'll elevate it all with shofar. So says Rabbi Dessler, fantastic question. Let me ask you honestly. We've said these words, but most of the time we just feel the same. It was a great Shemona Esrei, a long Shemona Esrei, but we kind of feel the same. Did we really feel like we made Hashem king? Do we really feel like all of our remembrances were elevated for good? Almost as if we put in our efforts, but then the next day, or even that day, it's almost the same. Furthermore, he says, how can we be awakened by shofar? We've heard the shofar for 30 days already, minus one day. Erev Rosh Hashanah, we didn't hear it. But for the last 30 days, we've been listening to the shofar. Why is the shofar of Elul any different than the shofar of Rosh Hashanah? We all know that for us, that first shofar blast we hear in the beginning of Elul is fantastic. It awakens us. But now we're into Rosh Hashanah. Is the shofar that much different? Do we really see any change within us? We heard the shofar already for 30 days. Therefore, he says the following. Hatshuva, the answer to this is really in one word that Chazal tell us. Chazal tell us, Imru lefanai, Malchios. Say before me, says Hashem. I want you not just to say the psukim, don't just say the words of Malchios, but I want you to say them before me. What does it mean to say them before me? It says Rav Dessler, it means that you have a hargasha, you have the feeling, the sense that you are actually standing before Kadosh Baruch Hu at this moment. And it's not just simply that I'm putting in a prayer, and I hope that Hashem is listening, but rather that I'm really in front of Hashem. This tefillah that we're putting together on Rosh Hashanah, these 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, is not just simply a prayer, and like we had last week, it's a totally different prayer. The shofar that we're going to blow is a totally different shofar. It's nothing like the shofar that we had the 30 days before. This is standing lifnei Hashem. To know and to feel that you're standing before Hashem. Imagine this. Anyone who's going through an interview, who's playing sports, who's doing anything. We know that you can prepare for the interview, you can practice, you can do all these things. But the moment you're there, the moment you're in front of the interview, it's a totally different experience. Those people in sport, the Olympics, whatever the preparation they're doing, doesn't compare to the moment that they're on stage, performing and doing whatever they can do to the best of their ability. That is Rosh Hashanah for us. We're now before Hashem. We're now before the Melech Malchei Amlachim, and this is our performance. Kadosh Baruch Hu has called us in to his chamber for tefillah, and that's why everything is fundamentally different for us. This is what we need to be able to feel in Rosh Hashanah. Lifnei Hashem. That everything is before Hashem. The hargasha amitis belev, says Rav Dessler. You know it, you feel it. Everything about it is, I am standing before Hashem. We should be zocha this year when we daven to be able to feel like we're literally lifnei Hashem. Not just another tefillah. It's everything about us. We are here with HaKadosh Baruch Hu standing before us. And with that, we will all have ksiva.